Fire with Dad, baby.
Maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't say we're live or not. It's still circling. We might be live. We could possibly be live. Let me look on the Facebook, and see. It's just spinning there.
Why is it spinning? We're supposed to have big time Wi-Fi here.
I don't know. Apparently not big time Wi-Fi, Dad. We're live.
Fire with Dad, baby. Well, I guess we're live.
I don't know why it's not showing anything. It's not showing live.
Baby.
Let me refresh. Looks like we're live.
Looks like we're live.
Okay, you got to do a Fire with Dad again.
Fire with Dad, baby.
Third time's a charm.
Cha-ching.
Internet land, StreamYard screwing up. So, Dad, today
Today.
we're going to talk about throwing fists. So 2 days ago, I don't know who it was, they had lunch at Mark's Bagels. You remember who that was, Peter? Somebody had lunch at Mark's Bagels. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Did he get beat up?
Like, my dad fought that guy. And they're like, what do you mean your dad fought him? And then I guess they were thinking maybe this dad, but it was years ago. So tell us the time that you got into a fight with Mark's Bagels. Does he still own Mark's Bagels?
I don't know. He'd be my age. He's 75 years old.
You're not 75.
76. But no, we played basketball downtown Covington at one of the elementary schools.
Real quick, look at this crap. He's got his phone playing the game while we're on a broadcast.
What's wrong? I'm not watching it.
What kind of shit is that? Like, we're trying to have a broadcast and he's watching the Cubs game.
I'm not watching it. I'm looking at you.
Okay, so you're Mark's Bagels. He beat your ass. Let's tell his story.
No, he didn't beat my ass. But anyway, we playing basketball. Okay, we used to play every week on Tuesday night.
Could you dunk?
Oh, hell, I was big time, baby.
You could dunk.
I couldn't touch the net.
Okay. I'm picturing you hanging off there. Okay. So you're playing basketball.
We're playing basketball, and we're playing in the elementary or junior high school in Covington. I think at 4th Street or something like that.
This wasn't against junior high kids, though.
No, it was all those guys from my JC chapter.
I just could see you balling out with some
and we had about 12 or 13 guys that played every single week.
Okay.
And Richard, if you're on here, Richard remember this.
Does Richard watch Fire with Dad?
Yeah.
Because you had lunch with the boys today.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
We talked about Fire with Dad.
Richard.
Matter of fact, when I left, they said, Fire with Dad, baby.
Okay. So
anyway,
Richard.
they both might be watching. I don't know. Anyway, so we're sitting there and we're playing basketball and we're beating his team by about 2 points. Okay. Well, I steal the ball.
One basket?
Yeah.
Okay.
I steal the ball from him. Okay. Because he's bringing the ball. I steal the ball from him. So I'm on a fast break. Next thing I know, my ass is on the floor. He had taken ran behind me, grabbed my neck on the shirt, and just went right straight to the floor.
Damn, that's some hockey shit.
Okay. Went straight.
That's a horse collar.
Horse collared me. I'm laying on the floor.
Okay.
And I get up and he starts going off. Okay, he's going berserko. I'm taking you outside. We're fighting right now. Well, whenever you're ready. Okay, well, all my buddies are on my side, right? So all of a sudden we all walk outside and he's standing there and he goes, never mind.
There was no fight?
No, we had 12 guys to his one.
This story has changed many times.
He swung at me, but I never swung at him.
Oh, so now he swung.
Well,
Did he say he swung?
Swung.
No.
Swang.
Because you said I've heard this story before where he like jumped on your back or some shit in the park.
He grabbed me and they grabbed me by the neck. Wanted to fight outside. So I went outside with a fight. But trouble was when I got outside, he was by himself and I had 12 guys behind me.
So you were going to jump him?
I'm going to whip his ass.
Oh,
I think it would have been easy too. I could have kicked his ass so bad it would have been funny.
Okay, let's not get violent here.
Okay,
violence
sorry.
is not the answer. What do you think of his bagels?
Well, whenever I see his name, I think of one thing. You remember Seinfeld and the soup kitchen?
Soup Nazi. Those are you.
That's where he is. That's where he is. If he walked in his store and he didn't like it, get out of here. I can remember stories because Scanlon, Jeff lived next door to him. They all lived on Robin Lane by Calvert. They all lived in that little village.
Oh, Jeff Scanlon lived by Robin Lane where Bob Calvert lived?
Oh, yeah, about a block away.
Well, that wouldn't be, was it on Robin Lane?
Well, he's right around the corner.
Thank God you weren't involved in GPSing.
Well,
Because you just said he lived on Robin Lane.
Well,
now you're saying around the corner.
Mark's lived on Robin Lane.
You'd be a terrible
He
Uber
lived
Eats
3
driver.
houses down from Bob. Okay, and all those guys, Richard lived there, Calvert lived there, Shimon, they all lived within about a half block of each other. So anyway, they used to tell me stories, and people would come in his store, okay, and he was like the soup Nazi. If he didn't like you were gone. If you ordered something and he didn't have it ready, I'll get it ready when I'm good, damn and well ready.
Who are you yelling at?
That's what he did.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good acting.
Well, he was completely like a Nazi, and he was right there off of
Soup Nazi. Let's clarify that. He was like the soup Nazi,
You're right.
not a Nazi.
the soup Nazi.
Jesus, trying to get fired with Dad turned off the internet.
No, soup Nazi.
Yeah, not Kanye.
But anyway, so he was right there in the middle of the Jewish section, right there in just north of Norwood.
Oh, yeah, talking about
on Reading Road there.
Sycamore,
all the way up there. It's on Reading Road there, and
Amberley Village.
Yeah, and every person that was of Jewish descent was eating there all the time, except when they got thrown out.
Okay,
but here's something else.
You got any other stories? You get any other fights? I got a good story. Remember Dick's Last Resort? You always got your ass kicked.
Oh, I love that place.
So we
Dick.
Whoa.
That's what it is. It's called Dick's.
Okay, well you went a little far with that.
I'm sorry.
It's a family show.
I know.
So we're in San Diego, and
Right.
I had been to a Dick's Last Resort in Myrtle Beach. And if you've never been to one,
don't go.
It's a theme restaurant where they're a jackass to you. I guess they're a dick to you, and they're rude as can be. So this one in San Diego, before you get into it, it's in a complex with like 3 other places. And I still don't know why they were there, but there were these bouncers there. Like I'm talking like
regular bouncers,
like giant dudes. Like this guy was ginormous. And so we get there. I'm 18, I think. I was a freshman in college. And so I'm like 18 years old. I got you, I got Sam, his wife, Kate. And we walk up and the guy said something like, hey, I need to see IDs. Well, I didn't have an ID. I'm like, I'm not over 21. I can't get in. We're like, what do you mean? He's like, well, so you said something like, what do you need ID for? Did I stutter, old man? Give me his ID. And you're like, what? You're like fucking peacocking, like you're going to do something. And
you're only about 4 times my size.
So you said something about like, he doesn't have an ID. He's not old enough. He can't get in. Like, this is a restaurant. He's like, well, I guess you're not getting in. And you can't, every time you would say something back, he was being a jackass, I guess, technically a dick. And eventually you're like in his face.
Oh, I was nuts.
And like you were about to die. And he goes, have you guys ever been here before? And when he said that, I was like, he's playing the role. And he goes, man, we were this close from throwing fists, brother. I'm from New York. I thought this was like my dad back in New York. Like, you almost got your ass kicked. So you almost died.
That's okay. I would have kicked his ass. He was 4 times bigger than me.
Oh, yeah. Mom said she was there too. So mom would have probably had to jump in. So any other times you've almost gotten beat up?
Although I was said that since we're talking about strange things where you got thrown out and beat up.
That was a weird sentence.
I was told after our meeting we had 2 weeks ago, we were talking about the best vacations and crazy things happen. And I was told by Richard and by Sam, okay, that I should have brought up the fact that you and Sam got kicked out of Bible school in Tennessee.
Why was I in Bible school in Tennessee?
We went down there with the Calverts for
Oh, yeah. I also got kicked out of, what do they call that, youth group at Erlanger Baptist Church when I was a freshman in high school.
What'd you do there?
It was just me. Just me, too hyper, doing the wrong stuff. And it was funny. I've never been a religious guy, maybe one day. But only time I was ever in youth group, my freshman year, I went on a trip with the youth group to Tennessee. And we're in this Grand Ole Opry building. And it's half youth group and half the national cheerleading competition. I was so mad at church. I was like, I'm here with thousands of girls that are cheering in little outfits, and I'm over here, and I got kicked out eventually. So that's all we got. Okay, so
fire up Dad, baby.
To recap, Dad got his ass kicked. The guy had bagels. It was like bam, 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 and that was it.
The soup kitchen Nazi.
Now it's soup kitchen Nazi. Okay, you're just randomly making shit up. That's all we got. See you next week.
Cha-ching, baby.